You gaze out into the blackness to witness a veritable ballet of death. Vast fleets of vessels, screaming munitions streak across the sky. It is nearly impossible to distinguish the vessels from each other. Many of the ships seem to match the appearance of the various xenospecies that House Xavier ruled over. Now, in open rebellion, untold millions, perhaps billions, are dying overhead in the merciless cold vacuum of space. You have seen many things, and have tasted much of the cruelty of the galaxy. But even your hardened, jaded heart is moved by the sheer scale of the slaughter. Well, that's a bit of a mess. It'll need to be dealt with. Teresa, darling, would you mind using the command codes we stole from the governor's manse and clear us a path, please? Teresa nodded and began transmitting the code. She picked up her Vox unit. Santissima Spaceport, Dynastic Clearance Level Omicron, requesting fire support in the Antonia sector. Firing coordinates transmitting now.
Request received. The Emperor's guns shall purge the heretic and the traitor. Ave Imperator!
Oh, what a lovely, prompt response. Someone give that man a promotion. Moments after the transmission ended, flashes of light could be seen on the planet's surface as the mighty guns of the Imperium focused their fire on one particular patch of sky. You watch as the massive shells shatter void shields and destroy Imperial and Rebel ships alike in a spectacular display of destruction and violence. The barrage lasts perhaps 10 minutes. But the time seems to stretch out forever as the massive munitions create cataclysmic destruction amongst the fighting vessels. Well, that will just about do it. Let's get out of here. Once we're gone, I say we unload our ill-gotten gains and perhaps come back after this war is long ended and pick through the bones of whatever's left. Very well, take us out of orbit. The Obaziana streaked towards the gap in the fighting created by the barrage. The sleek, dark Eldar vessel nimbly dodged the scrap hulks from the destroyed vessels easily as Kazazel and his Marauders made their escape. You grip one of the grab handles on the ceiling for balance as the ship rapidly changes direction, moving in and out of debris fields with incredible skill and swiftness beyond the capabilities of any human pilot or vessel. There were occasional bouts of turbulence as clouds of shrapnel too small to detect or dodge deflected off of the Obaziana's shields. Your grip tightens each time the ship shakes and shudders. Despite the swiftness of your vessel, your escape seems to stretch on, with your heart pounding in your ears. But eventually, the ship was able to clear Santissima's orbit and reach the vast emptiness of the void. Oh, see, that wasn't so bad now, was it? Oh, thank Cain Imperials never question orders or hesitate to sacrifice their own. All right, how much longer until we reach the webway? It'll likely be several hours. Sir, you might want to take a look at this. Oh, what now? You follow Kazazel and look at the ship's scanners. Near Santissima, there's too much interference from the battle and the thick atmosphere to get clear readings. But beyond the chaos of the battle, you see several blips breaking off from the main fleet. It appears they're trying to pursue you. Oh, come on. Just kill each other. You're at war, aren't you? I'm not at war. I'm just a humble looter. All right, fine. We just need to lose these warp-addled miscreants. Sir, we're receiving a Vox hail from the battle barge that broke off. Cornates usually aren't ones for chit-chat. Fine, I'll take the hail. If nothing else, perhaps I can stall for time. Engage the shadow field, and let's try to keep up a good pace. All right, put them on. Let's see who in the hells wants to talk to me. Teresa presses a few buttons on her cogitator console, and a hideous visage appears on the ship's monitor. Pale, bloodless lips sit upon a heavily scarred face. The man, if he could be called that any more, was white as a sheet, save for the deep purple circles beneath his eyes. Twisted horns protruded from a bald skull. The Chaos Marine wore blood-red armor. You at first mistake him for one of the Cornates, but the iconography is different. A horned, flaming skull marks this creature's armor instead of an all-consuming maw. And it was no berserk, bloodthirsty monster. No. As it curled its lips into a wicked smile, there was something much more insidious about this thrall of chaos.
Greetings, Kazazel. I am Lord Adaman.
Charming. So, you've heard of me. Can't say the same for you. Look, if you're looking for choir boys, I'm afraid I'm fresh out. I'll make a stop at the Ecclesiastical Orphanarium, and I'll pick you out something nice.
Oh, don't flatter yourself. Your name and ship were in the data logs of House Xavier. An interesting motley crew you've assembled for yourself. They keep you entertained, do they? Ever satisfying those dark urges of yours, even in the face of your own damnation.
I'm fairly certain you're not screaming through the void just to ask me about what I do on my days off, Monkey. What do you want, aside from listening to yourself talk?
You have stolen a great number of valuable artifacts sacred to the corpse worshippers of this system. I wish to recover them for my own purposes.
I called dibs already, Monkey. I'm afraid these ill-gotten gains are mine, and they're going to stay that way.
What a shame. Well, not too much of a shame. Some of our World-Eater cousins have been eager to shed your blood, O slippery one, after you ruined their little ceremony.
Oh, blood. They're very single-minded, aren't they? And they also happen to be distinctly slower than my craft. Listen, if you have nothing else to say, old Addy, I think I will take my leave. At that exact moment, the engines of the Obaziana began to sputter, and her thrusters cut out. The ship continued careening forward through the void on inertia alone. Anthrax, what's going on?
The engine calibrations have been misaligned. There are multiple system failures. I am working as fast as I can to remedy the situation.
Having a little trouble, are we? You should probably be more careful when you upload things from strange data vaults. You see, this little campaign of ours has been long in the making. And some of our friends from the Dark Mechanicus have joined in on our little adventure for the promise of plundered tech. They crafted a particularly nasty piece of scrap code that's made our invasion so much smoother. It's a voracious little virus that spreads to any system that connects with the main network. It won't be long before your cloak, your shields, and your life support systems all shut down. Then, I think it would be appropriate for us to finally meet in person.
No man do they call me. My mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Normally this is the part where you choose the next part of the story. However, there is no choice to make just yet. Things need to progress a little farther before you'll be able to make your next decision. don't worry, there's only a bit more setup, and you'll be able to make a choice next time. Anyway, thank you for listening to this latest episode of Kazazel's Merry Marauders. If you enjoyed what you heard, please leave a like and a comment so that one day you too can have your pick of the finest orphanariums in the galaxy. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so in order to hear more stories about word-bearers gloating and waxing poetic over their own evil acts. If you would like to support me, links to my Patreon, PayPal, and Teespring are down below. And if you have no idea what's going on, you can click on the Kazazel's Merry Marauder playlist, which should be appearing on screen right now. Thank you all once again for listening. No Man, out.